Leonard is a little amped up. He looks confident. It's good to see. So 1:19 remaining in the first. 30-21 is your score. In favor of the Raleigh Firebirds, again, like mentioned what Wesley just mentioned, it's their largest lead this year against any opponent against Indy Express, who they lost 124 to 102. And then against the Owensboro Thoroughbreds, lost 116 to 113.
Yes, sir.
So 1:19 remaining in this first quarter. It's a 30-21 game.
And that game, I kept using the word on Sunday afternoon, titter-tatter, because that game kept going fluctuating back and forth. And, of course, when it was all said and done, Mark Anderson and the Owensboro Thoroughbreds were able to get the win by 3. But good coaching by DeMarcus Oliver. And by the way, he wasn't even supposed to be coaching this game this afternoon. He was supposed to be assistant head coach and doing stats. But we had just found out that literally this afternoon at like 4 o'clock, DeMarcus Oliver, before he walked into Golden Corral, got the call, hey, from Robert Berkey, you're head coaching tonight.
Well, hey, Coach Oliver has been doing this for a long time, and so he has his team prepared. Darius Linder brings it up for the 3, and it's going to be good.
And under a minute remaining in the first period of play, and the Firebirds are in Steamrail Road here in Raleigh.
49 seconds remaining, 33-21 is your score. Number 5, and Terry Boyens has the basketball. 41 seconds now, gives it over to St. Louis, goes up against Darius Leonard. Takes a step move in, spin move. He's going to put it up, and it's going to be no good. Controlled by Walker with the offensive rebound, but he misses that. Shaq Dance has it, puts it up for McAllister, and it's good.
Good work, good fancy feet work by 24 Dance to 13 McAllister. And less than half a minute in the first period remains.
And looks like Burke puts it up for the 2, and it's going to be and one opportunity. That's to Merrick Boyens, number 5. They're going to call that on number 1.
They're calling on number 1, Collins. Subs are coming in, 55 and 10 for the Titans. Number 55, Tashawn Edwards, the forward. Number 15, Jose Celestion, the forward.
20 seconds remaining. And number 5, once again, to Merrick Boyens, will have the 2 shots here. And DeMarcus Oliver, the coach for this evening against the Raleigh Firebirds, talks to the young referee here just in front of us.
That we know from Clayton.
That's right.
They coach a lot of these Comets in high school, North Carolina High School Athletic Association games. So that's how we know them.
That's right. 35-23 is your score. Puts it up for the second one, and that one's going to be good as well. Makes them both. Milligan brings it over to Darius Leonard, and he loses the basketball. Walker with the steal. He gives it over to Adu. Gives it over to Boyens and puts it up, and it's good.
Very good.
So the Raleigh Firebirds throw it out of bounds, and they're saying just a little bit too fast for the Raleigh Firebirds as they turn the ball over. 9.7 seconds remaining in the first quarter. 35-26 is your score. And great move, and misses by Walker, or by Boyens, and in the hands of Kenny Collins, and it's going to be...
That's the first period. 35-26, the Firebirds up by 9. We get ready for the second period in a moment. Daniel Moore from the sidelines. What's your take of what we've seen so far in the first period of play between both the Titans and the Firebirds here in Raleigh tonight?
Well, you called it. It was a fast-paced game, and these guys have not quit running the entire 12 minutes. So I look forward to seeing plenty of the same going through the rest of this game. And I think ultimately it's just going to come down to who can run the fastest, the longest.
Radio timeout. This is Firebirds basketball with the Professional Basketball League on CRN Sports Network.
The Raleigh Firebirds are brought to you by Symmetry Financial, Chick-fil-A, Roofwise, York, Gerber, and North Carolina Biotechnology Center, Sinclair Broadcast Group, Scott Free, in loving memory of Scott Gruder, Golden Corral Buffet and Grill, and Kitty Care Academy.
The Basketball League, formerly the NAPB, is dedicated to delivering a world-class professional basketball experience to our community, our fans, and business partners. The Basketball League, where the spirit of the game lives.
TBL is dedicated to serving our communities. Outreach efforts include daytime games for school-age students with programming at halftime, centered on issues of bullying, self-confidence, and reputation safety. Day games are sponsored by local businesses and are a tremendous platform of impact. TBL is proud to be on CRN. Follow us at crnsports.org. And now back to live coverage right here on the Community Radio Network, the home of your Clayton Comets.
Another 12 minutes go up on the scoreboard. First period action concludes. Firebirds are leading by 9. Raleigh Firebirds 35 and the Tampa Bay Titans 26 on CRN Sports Network. Trace Knight, Daniel Moore, Wesley Outland, welcome back to our coverage as the 0-1 Tampa Bay Titans travel to the Triangle for their first homestand of the 2020 basketball season in the Basketball League Conference. So, again, at 0-2 after their losses at Indy and Owensboro, we are set for the second period coming up on CRN. Trace Knight, you called the first period. Some pretty good action by both sides of the ball, but Raleigh looks really good.
This is a different ball club. I mean, let's be honest. Yes, they have a 35-26 game. They're moving the ball better. They're running down the court a little bit better. They're talking between each other a little bit better, and that makes a ball game. That makes the difference between a 3-point loss and a 3-point win.
Put it inbound is going to be 55. Ready to go here. Tashawn Edwards sets it up, looking to the basket, and it is good. Basket by number 10, Aluk Adub. 35-28 Firebirds now with the ball, and it bounces off the leg of number 2 of Milligan. Last touch by the Firebirds, so it's going to turn it over and give it to the Tampa Bay Titans. No correction. Last touch by the Titans. They're going to call it on the Titans to give it back to the Firebirds. So Shaq Dance 6'5", 181 to put it back in play here. 35-28, up by 7. The Firebirds are. Back to inbound at midcourt by Milligan. Milligan jukes jives under two-man pressure. Milligan sets it up to Darius Leonard, and he will nail another three. 38-28, they're up by 10. Leonard on fire here tonight in Raleigh. Trace Knight.
And again, Darius Leonard shooting that three. He's already big time down low, just like he would that defensive rebound. He pushed it up.
Powering on the rebounds.
You get that 3-point shot to fall by Darius Leonard. I mean, this game is a different ball game.
Last touch by Tampa Bay. Number 1 of Ken Lewis comes in for the Tampa Bay Titans, and it's going to be the Firebirds to put it back inbound, led by Jamal McAllister. Jamal McAllister, 6'7", 198 forward. Gets it from the TBL referee. Going to put it back inbounds to Milligan. Milligan under pressure now by Harspeth. Here comes Milligan. He sets it up to Leonard without even looking. Nails it off the rim. No good. Rebound by Edwards. And it's last touch by the Titans. It's Firebirds ball.
And again, another 3-point attempt by Darius Leonard was right there. But unfortunately, it was tipped last touch by the Tampa Bay Titans.
Just an opportunity here. Firebirds for the third time. Kenny Collins, big 3-man. He knows how to shoot it when the time is now. Sets it up now to Shaq. Shaq jukes, jives under 3-man pressure. Up in the air, an interception, and Collins goes in for the foul on 8 of Basil Harfach. Foul's going to go on number 1, Kenny Collins. Trace Knight, that was right in front of our broadcast position, and he really just kind of stuck it in there real quickly defensively.
Oh, yeah, but he just didn't want an easy opportunity for the Tampa Bay Titans there, so he just kind of stops the clock. He's not in foul trouble. He only has 1.
That's right.
I'm okay with that kind of foul.
Hasselhoff with the foul. Putting it back inbounds, led by 38-28, score by 10 for the Firebirds. Attempt made for 3, no good. That was by Lewis. They're going to turn it back over to the Firebirds now. Juking, jiving around the court. McAllister carries it on his own to the basket. Off the rim. No good. Comes back with his own rebound. Slammed to the ground. There's a whistle and a foul. He'll get fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Foul on number 10, Aluka Dube. And this will be a 2-shot foul as Jamel McAllister, number 13, 6'7", 198 forward, will go to the line, Trey, and he will shoot 2 and try to increase that percentage with the Firebirds lead right now at 10.
Yeah, again, a 10-point lead. This 2-point opportunity for McAllister was once they had the missed three, he got the defensive rebound, moved the ball up by himself, got past Abdu, and then went up strong under the basket. And this is the aggressiveness by McAllister allows the Firebirds not only to put stats on the foul sheet for the Tampa Bay Titans to kind of get them a little bit closer to fouling out, but it allows you to go up by 2 more, a total of 12 points.
Absolutely. And right now, a timeout is on the court. We'll take a timeout, too. This is Firebirds basketball on CRN.
The Raleigh Firebirds are brought to you by Symmetry Financial, Chick-fil-A, Roofwise, York, Gerber, and North Carolina Biotechnology Center, Sinclair Broadcast Group, Scott Free, in loving memory of Scott Gruder, Golden Corral Buffet and Grill, and Kitty Care Academy.
The Basketball League, formerly the NAPB, is dedicated to delivering a world-class professional basketball experience to our community, our fans, and business partners. The Basketball League, where the spirit of the game lives.
Back after radio timeout, 10:31 remaining in the first half of play here in Raleigh. Firebirds lead by 10, 38-28. They're at the free throw line. First shot goes in and nails for McAllister. Coming up at the half, it's the Symmetry Financial Group halftime report. Thank you to Danny and everybody at Symmetry Financial, located in West Virginia. They operate all 50 states of the U.S. of A. in life insurance, home insurance, car insurance. We need it for broadcast insurance. Symmetry Financial Group, thank you for being our halftime and postgame. Thank you for them sponsoring CRN. Juking, jiving, Harspots to the basket. Checks that to Edwards. Edwards for a 3, fade away, no good. Rebound by Leonard for the Firebirds, and they're back up court again. Here comes Milligan. Milligan jukes, jives, finds McAllister at the free throw. Looking, we got one shooting, 2. Fadeaway attempt at 2. Whistle, foul. Foul on double nickel. Tyshawn Edwards.
That's his first.
Be his first foul, and this is going to bring Jamel McAllister back to the line. The 6'7", 198 forward, and he'll shoot 2. And nails his first. A lot of improving at the free throw line tonight also, Trey Snyder, we've seen.
Yeah, I mean, you make your free throws, which they say is the easiest thing to do, and you only about, 30-something%, you're not going to win any ball games. The promising what we saw during the weekend, they shot 51% from the free throw line. So
right.
I'm okay with that. Tonight, they're actually right at 98%. We've only seen them miss 1. I mean, so it's good percentage in my book.
Second
I do the
free
math
throw
right.
coming up, and they'll nail them again. Both free throws good for McAllister. And now the Firebirds play back on defense on the Titans out of Florida. Tampa Bay, number 11, Pedro Pavin, juking, jiving, going back to Edwards. Edwards after the assist by Lewis. Whistle, foul to the ground, doing a 180, and player down 13.
And he doesn't want to be bothered. That was a foul on number 13 in McAllister.
He gets the foul called on him, and right now he's just trying to get himself back up again. And he does walk it off. He is okay. And you hear the crowd giving a clap for number 23 of Jamel McAllister. And they do have a foul called on him, and it will be against the Firebirds. So Tampa Bay will bring the ball inbounds. Or is he going to the free throw line? He will go to the free throw line.
So
Tyshawn Edwards will shoot for 2.
Coming out of the injury timeout for the Firebirds, they have the big men in McLean. They have Darius Leonard, and they have McAllister, who stayed in the ball game, so that's good. But then you kind of go against Jorge Concepcion, who's a terrific passer.
Right.
He moves without the basketball, but he's a terrific passer. But then you give it over to Justin Vaughn, and who's a terrific three-point shot. We saw back in in Indianapolis, where the last about 5 or so minutes when they started making that little run, we saw him lights out.
Right.
Three-pointers in a row for Justin Vaughn. So
for sure.
They have some shooters. They have some big. I like the mixed match, and I like what I'm seeing right now at the Raleigh Firebirds.
Attempt made for a shot up and no good. They're going to come back and turn it around again. Another attempt at the basket, and it's going to be number 11, Pedro Pavin. He'll put it in for 2. After 3 attempts now on offense, Firebirds looking. Oh, he couldn't find him in time.
Oh, he wanted it.
Looking Shaq to McAllister for the air up there and found air instead